All right, the stream is live. Let's check YouTube, make sure everything's a go, and the stream is finally starting. They are receiving our content, and we are finally live.
Okay, everybody. I guess we're live again. Before we were dead, I guess.
We did probably like 10 minutes of content without it actually streaming.
And I'm exhausted now. But no, come on, people.
baby.
Okay, it is the Brad and Dalen, the Drone Dependent show right now.
And let's start off with another cheers like we just did.
Cheers. Hey, cheers, everybody. Uh-oh, sorry. Didn't mean to plug anybody.
Cheers,
It's
them.
just
cheers
a
us.
cup. Well, I can't find my shot.
Oh. Anyways, we're talking about all things like 2018 for us so far. Like,
Well, so far, 2018 is like almost gone now.
it's not over yet, but it's coming to a close real quick.
So, we're talking about things that happened in 2018, right?
Like Donald Trump becoming president.
I think that was not in 2018. That was like a year ago or something. That's not new.
Vodka's a hell of a drug.
Anyway, 2018 for me, let's see, I spent lots of money on drones, and I still haven't flown all of them yet. I can, I can fly, what?
Oh my god. You haven't flown all your drones yet?
No, I think I have. Maybe I have. I'm not sure, but
There's
needless
some
to
still in,
say,
like,
I
sealed
have
boxes,
bought too
but-
many drones, and I have one drone for every day of the month. And, they're nice. They're sitting there, and I've just been so busy. Work has been crazy, and life has just been there. But at the end of 2018, it's okay. No, it's been crazy.
It's been a crazy year.
But I can't wait for it to be over and start a new year and go forward and move on because, 2018 was, I thought it would be the year, but it wasn't the year. It was like the year I look back on and go, okay, well, I thought that was my year, but now I'm like 2019. Let's go. Come on, hurry.
Let's go, baby.
All right, what about you? What about you, Daniel? Come on.
A lot of big changes for me. I mean, started off the year doing vlogs heavily, which transitioned into the podcast,
Uh-huh.
the Tomahawk Show. Please like and subscribe.
Uh-huh.
Doing that with Shane, and then that turned into the live streams, which live streams turned into Fortnite on Twitch. So now it's like I'm streaming
Right.
live video to the internet basically every single day.
Right.
And now we're doing this show, which is fantastic because I'm
Right.
transitioning all that knowledge into our show,
Right.
which I really enjoy.
Well, I got to appreciate, I got to, give a shout out to all my subscribers that I really do appreciate. Why are you watching me right now? I have no idea.
Because we're the show. It's
But
the late
I'm
night show.
getting, subscribers, like once almost every day now, which is, it's actually, it's been, I've gotten a few within the past few days. And there's actually, friends on Instagram here watching me. And I want to give a shout out to Pablo, right?
The Life of Pablo, Kanye.
His name Pablo.
album.
Pablo, yeah, he's a fellow droner. He's also an astronomer. He loves the stars, and he actually is selling his drone to buy a more
Spaceship.
cooler, greater, better telescope. So I love astronomy, and I love the stars. I love the planets, and I love thinking and knowing and hoping there's life out there.
You
Somewhere out there.
You love Little Pump and Kanye West.
No, I don't. What?
I love astronomy. I love it. I love it.
I
We're
don't know
just
where
listening to that song
I
and he
really
hates
don't
it.
know where that came from, Pablo. That's not what I was thinking about.
But back on the subject of me.
Okay.
So the whole live video thing has been a big thing in my life. And now at the end of this year, randomly, which gets dropped on my lap, I all of a sudden become a partner in the business that I was making
Uh-huh.
videos for,
Right.
which is pretty exciting.
That's
And
very exciting. I'm very proud of you.
thank you.
And for whatever reason this guy has decided to make you partner for,
Whatever
it bewilders
reason.
me. And, I just say kudos to him for giving you a shot because that's great. I mean, I'm happy you're partners in a business. That's super.
But I
But
feel a
what?
butt coming. Nah. It's great. And
Uh-huh.
like the company is really good and it's gonna be very profitable You know,
now this is a company where you build furniture for yachts and also like maybe homes and stuff, outdoor furniture that's very weather resistant.
Well, the definition in a short sentence is a yacht refinishing company. So like they build, we can build fucking furniture from scratch or custom made cabinetry, anything you basically want. My partner or my boss, that was my boss but not my partner,
and
he can make it. He can fucking make anything out of wood or fucking metal or anything you can think of, with gears, knobs, pulls, mechanical parts, fucking whatever. He can do it.
That's amazing.
It's actually crazy. Like that guy, I've seen him make such crazy shit, and like he's the thing with yachts is that it's like a tight confine. Like it's not like building an apartment. Like when you go into like the hull of a really big boat, it's like a 6-7 bedroom yacht, but it's small for because it's tight. Because you guys cram 7 bedrooms in the hull of these 160-foot boats. And so he goes in there and builds like TVs that come out of floors and shit. Like it's just nutty. And he's got mad fucking skills. But now I'm partnered with him in his new business, and it's been a big thing, big change for me especially over the last couple of weeks now.
And that is awesome.
Yeah,
really cool.
Very nutty and cool. But I feel like the coolest thing of this year, for me, maybe for you as well. Maybe not as much for you, is live streaming.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like, don't you think that's sick as fuck? Like, we're just chilling here in our crib, and we have 2 cameras set up, 2 high-quality microphones, streaming a podcast live to YouTube for anyone to watch. And I didn't know how to do that 6 months ago, 12 months ago, a year ago.
That's awesome. I'm excited about that, too. I always, wanted to be out there and people to hear me, see me, and if anything, be interested in what I have to say, because I don't have anything interesting to say right now. But anyway, if it's my personality, that's cool. If it's drones, that's great. But yeah, hopefully we can come up with interesting topics to talk about, and hopefully we have more,
which we do. This is always a thing that I struggle with my co-host Shane, is we do a live stream once a week for about 45 minutes, and we have 7 subjects, 5 minutes apiece. We have to talk about those. So usually we push it to the last second. And
okay, this is somebody else. This is not me.
This is not Brad.
Okay, we can talk about 1 thing, 2 things, 3 things. There's anybody out there listening right now that you want to talk about? Do we have anybody?
We have 1 person viewing.
Who is it?
It doesn't say.
Great.
Leave us something in the chat. Talk about. Leave us a comment.
Ask us something. Let us know.
But right now, I have the top trending topics on Twitter this very second. And as I'm looking through these things,
can you just point one out until we can talk about it?
Of course. I'm going to look for one that's like somewhat relatable for us. Oh, well, okay. I mean, what about Christmas?
Christmas.
That's relatable for everybody.
Christmas.
That bitch is coming in, 19 days? No.
I'm tired of talking about Christmas. Let's talk about something else. Anything else?
Anything else?
I won't talk about Christmas.
How about Charlie Brown Christmas?
Charlie Brown. No, I don't know.
Literally all the top hashtags are Christmas or shit that we don't know anything about. Like New York.
New York?
What about New York? Yeah.
What about New York?
I don't know. Let's talk about it.
I don't want to talk about New York.
Well,
I haven't a talk. It just happened.
Between Alexa and Google, we're going to fucking kill ourselves in this apartment.
To ignore them, they're eavesdropping. I want to talk about something that happened here in Florida recently. This young girl and her sister went to Costa Rica for her birthday. And she was like, 36? She had just turned 36 years old. Her and her sister went to Costa Rica for a girl's birthday, a girl's week.
Mm-hmm.
To have fun, and one of them came back, and the other one unfortunately did not. And it's very sad because the one who didn't come back, she stayed at a Airbnb in Costa Rica, and something happened, and she didn't come home. She didn't make the flight. She didn't come home. No one could hear from her. No one knew where she was. Her cell phone was dead. And it came on one time. After it went dead, it came on one time at like midnight or something, and it was dead for the rest of the time. And the family was just devastated because they could not figure out, or they couldn't hear anything, or they didn't know what was going on. They couldn't hear from their daughter, and unfortunately, she was found dead near the Airbnb. She was murdered. It's now a homicide investigation, and that's very sad.
Definitely, and it was one of like the security guards, I think, of the Airbnb she was staying at.
Most likely, because stories didn't match up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know the whole news thing, but I know that there was some discrepancy in the stories from the guards at the Airbnb.
Yeah.
And why would they have guards at an Airbnb?
Well, it was like a palace. It was like a big fat house.
Like
so
a compound or something?
It wasn't just like, you know, someone's house or someone's apartment. It was like, it was an Airbnb, but it was like a very big, luxurious resort kind of style Airbnb. You know, there's tons of different kinds. And they had a guard, and the guard turned out to be a murdered her, which is fucking nutty. Shout out to them. Our hearts go out to you, because that's scary.
Well,
and terrible.
I would be devastated if a loved one of mine, you know, left the country, and then, you know, they wound up missing for 5 days, and I couldn't find them, couldn't hear from them. That's terrible. I feel sorry for the family about that. So that's a sad thing.
That's something that's happened recent. And if you haven't noticed, we are practicing our podcast. We are very much in the very preliminary stages, I feel like.
Let's see. What else happened recently?
I have all the trending topics on Twitter here, but you just want to talk
you're not saying anything, though. You have all the trending topics, but I'm not hearing anything.
All right, the Game Awards 2018 wrapped. Throwback Thursday, Supernatural, Tighten Up, Titans, Jack vs. 10, Dwayne Haskins, Kyler Murray, the Game Awards 2018. These are all the trending topics. That's the top 10.
There was a plane crash here in Fort Lauderdale. I sent you the video. Did you see it?
No.
Yes, I sent you the video. You didn't see it. A small twin-engine airplane. Is it maybe a twin-engine? Is there such thing as a twin-engine Cessna?
I don't know.
It's like a small, almost looks like a small private airplane. I think it was Saturday.
It's gotta be.
It took off, and they were having engine troubles right here up in Pompano Beach, right at the Pompano Airport. It took off. There was one pilot and a passenger.
Yeah.
And I guess they were having engine problems. So they actually turned around to come back, and they crashed. They went through a parking lot and managed to miss cars in a parking lot and then slam into the side of a building.
That's nutty.
The video was just insane to watch.
Yeah.
It was plane crash in Fort Lauderdale Saturday, if you look that up.
Check that out.
But that was pretty freaky. I didn't hear anything about it on the news until, actually I caught it on YouTube. And it's that first video right there. Dalen's clicking on it.
Okay, hang on. Give me
hopefully.
I'll click on it, yeah.
But the plane, he's working on it. The plane, I guess had engine failure. They slammed into a building. And actually, one of the buildings they slammed into was a school for autistic children, which is very interesting because I work with children with autism.
I absolutely hate it.
And here it is. That's it right there.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay, hang on. We need to get the sound.
I don't know if you can clip this and put it into the video.
Yes, definitely. Give me one
it's
second.
It's terrible. It happened Saturday, and the airplane kind of lost control. Tried to land, didn't make it, and slid through a parking area and then into the side of a building. So that was pretty tragic this weekend. It wasn't a beach weekend, but I did actually get to clean the apartment.
You cleaned it.
I cleaned up a little bit. Yeah, you were playing Fortnite.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I could talk about Fortnite Season 7 all night, but you don't want to hear about it.
Yeah, it's that time of year where everybody's talking about going out of town and, going to see their parents and, hopefully not get on, small, tiny airplanes.
Well,
and,
you know what? I can't get the audio for this right now, but let's just watch
we
the
don't
clip.
need the audio.
We can talk over it, but look at that. Ooh.
Yeah. People, you can see that, right?
That's crazy, yo.
Yeah, it's exactly the way it happened. It slides.
It crashed into a children's there. That could have been where you work.
It crashes.
Wow, she came out alive. That's the pilot?
No, the pilot. Are you kidding me?
Lol. Yes,
You're kidding me, right?
Obviously.
No, it's not the pilot. It's someone from a nearby building. But, could you imagine that? You're being at work and a plane slams into near where you work and everything's on fire.
There's a colossal amount of people that fucking drive right past my office door going so fast. And I'm always like, one of these days, they're just going to crash into my... Like, I work... Like, the wall of my office is right next to
I thought you worked in a warehouse area.
Yeah, I work in a warehouse area.
And people actually drive really fast through there?
And through the parking lot, yeah.
Why?
Because
why would you want to drive fast through a parking lot? That makes no sense.
Because this is fucking Florida and people don't give a shit about anyone.
You can drive fast on the highway or an expressway, but through a parking lot? That makes no sense.
And even like Jim, right? He put giant speed bumps like this, like short, big.
He put them in the parking lot?
There were speed bumps there. There were just those like plastic ones they screw into the asphalt, and he unscrewed them, put like 2x4s underneath it to make it about this much taller.
No kidding.
And then put them back down and screwed them back into the asphalt to slow people down, because you open the door and people are like, vroom.
Wow.
And it's not even like a big parking lot. Like, how they hit this top speed
in
such a short distance
already.
is so fucking ridiculous. And they just drive right over it.
Right. Yeah, people
and like, I'll look at the cameras, I'll look outside the window, and they're just fucking flying by the door, and I'm like, man,
people are nuts here in Florida.
Yeah. And there's these two gaps like in the speed bump where it's like, if you line like my truck, if I line my truck up just right, I can go through the speed bump without hitting it.
Right.
But I have to be going straight through it and line it up perfectly. And these people just try to hit it, and they're just, sometimes they go through it right, but it's just
Right. Yeah, that's very impressive, Dalen. Good news.
Anyways. Oh my god.
So anyway, I told my mom. I text messaged my mom on a regular basis, and today I told her I was going to become transgender. And she know what she said? She said, "Merry Christmas to you too."
Bitch.
I love my mom. I'm sure she knew I was joking. She has a sense of humor.
Brad is going to become.
Yeah, I'm actually not becoming transgender yet, but I'm considering it. I'm just,
I can tell by the way your legs are crossed.
Yeah, you do so many things all your life, you're just ready for something else.
Oh my god.
So anyway, people, do we have anybody watching?
Apparently there's one still watching, just one.
Really? He probably turned it on and then walked off.
Probably. I could talk. Oh, you know what? Let's talk about Fortnite Season 7. Let's do it.
Okay.
How excited are you about it?
Not.
Why not?
I don't play it.
That's ridiculous. I play it every day. You must be a little bit excited, at least for me.
No.
Well, that was a good topic. Let's move on to subject number 7.
If you guys want to change the channel, go ahead.
I'm sure they have.
Oh.
I don't know what they're supposed to talk about. We're just here to podcast, just to talk.
Well, let's see here.
You don't want to talk about any of these subjects?
Oh.
You know what? Let's just see top news right now. CNN, breaking news. The FBI Director Andrew McCabe opened an obstruction of justice investigation into Trump's
I have some news. I have some news.
Okay.
I just remember to say.
Oh, the Costa Rica girl.
Yes.
She suffered an absolutely violent death.
That's
apparently.
Terrible to hear.
They picked up. Wow. Okay. I want to click this article.
I heard a rumor that Donald Trump was actually a lesbian.
Mm-hmm.
And he's actually when he gets further on this year, or in the end of this year, he's actually going to have an operation, and his hair is going to become Lucille Ball, who's dead, but she's going to come back to life through DNA, and she's going to live in Donald Trump's hair, along with Judy Garland.
Okay. Well, we have some real news here. So the poor girl, right? Costa Rica girl. They her father went to go look for her, right? And apparently he shook hands with the security guard at the apartment where she was staying and listened to what the man knew. And little did he know that the man would turn out to be the killer.
Really?
He's like, this is a quote. "We went to the villa. The guy shook our hands. He looked us in the eye and told us his fake story. And we couldn't feel anything from this guy. Like, I just can't believe it." And
Well, they knew the shit was fake already when he was talking to them?
no, they believed him.
Okay.
Like, they didn't think he was the killer. It turned out he was.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who's the guy with the cross sides in the skeleton face right there?
That's just some photoshopped photo of a mask. Why?
Oh. I just want to... I didn't know if it was Tekashi
Is that
69
really
or not.
an appropriate subject to ask live
Tekashi
on a podcast?
5.0.
We're trying to keep people entertained here. A Nicaraguan national, Bismarck Espinoza Martinez, 32, had been taken into custody in connection to her death.
Bismarck Espinoza Martinez.
He was a security guard at the apartment where she was located for the Airbnb. Yeah.
Bismarck
Crazy.
Espinoza Martinez?
Stefanak, a U.S. citizen and South Florida
Bismarck?
resident, went missing late last month. That poor girl. Could you imagine? That's crazy.
No,
And her body showed signs of a violent death.
yeah.
It was
That's
a death
sad.
that was absolutely violent. He said in an interview.
Which violent deaths you are totally right on with. You know about violent deaths, right? You're somebody you knew violently
Kind of. No, it wasn't a
Yeah.
violent death. It was just a violent crime. An autopsy showed multiple stab wounds to the neck and upper extremities, as well as
Wow.
a blunt force trauma to the head.
wow.
There was also stains inside the apartment where she stayed, which are compatible with blood and which submitted to her further investigation. And the suspect was staying in the next apartment. So don't go to Costa Rica, people. Motherfuckers there will murder you for an Airbnb.
I went to Costa Rica a long time ago.
With who?
San Jose. What, San Jose?
Whatever.
I went to Costa Rica.
Mm-hmm.
San Juan? What's a major town in Costa Rica City?
Oh, I thought San Jose was the guy. you
No,
went
that's in
with.
California, isn't it? San Juan?
Yes.
San Juan, isn't
San
it?
Juanico.
San Juanico?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Costa Rica has two volcanoes. One's dormant and one's kind of active. But Costa Rica is very pretty. It's very third worldish. Every place has like bars on the window. And when we drove
It's
up
like
the
here.
side of the volcano, we went through
There's bars on the volcano.
we went through like villages on the way up to the volcano, and almost every house has like a little
Pump.
a what? A little pump? No, a little
You're
tag.
such a fucking hell.
No, stop it. They have like a little a shrine to the Virgin Mary, and it's like a little carve out in like a wall or something.
Mm-hmm.
There's flowers, there's candles, and a little statue of the Virgin Mary in every freaking building, and they're really like religious about that.
About the
So
Virgin
anyway, we
Mary.
get up to the top of the volcano.
We got
On the
preggers.
bottom, at
Pop out,
the sea level of the volcano, at the bottom of the volcano, it's warm. The weather's nice. It's warm.
It's a volcano.
But when
it's
you
fucking
get up
better
to
be
top
warm.
of the volcano, cold. It was so cold. The wind was blowing. It was cold,
It's 'cause of elevation.
and we were actually above the clouds.
It's because of elevation.
Yes, it's the elevation,
So
and
it's
I
like-
don't know how those pictures, but
It's like warm down here. You go up, it's cold. And
Yes.
then you go down again, and it's warm. Right? This is the volcano. So
Yeah,
it's hot
okay.
inside it.
anyway, Costa Rica, interesting country, very third world, but it's pretty. It's okay. It's very tropical.
It's just like here, third world tropical, pretty.
Yeah, kind of like Florida, third world tropical, pretty. You got everywhere around you, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. You listen to people talk. It's third world. What are you saying? No habla español. Hello, hola.
Hello, hola, bonjour, tabernacle.
No, seriously, it's like every nationality is here, from like
Canadian to Mexican.
Canadian to Mexicans.
You're German. I've seen a black person once.
Once? Okay, so anyway, I saw a Canadian. Gosh.
Before we go down the path to racism.
No.
Do you have more stuff you'd like to talk about?
Do you have anything to talk about?
No, I got nothing.
I'm sorry, people.
We're tapped out here.
I just hope you like to hear my voice.
We're tapped out here. We'll do a better show next time.
Yeah.
So shout out to our viewer who has left nothing in the chat. But
I know,
we love
right?
you that
Pablo,
you're watching.
I'm sorry I missed you. I'm glad you probably missed the show because it was awful. Baba booey.
We just wanted to say thank y'all for watching / listening. Throw us a thumbs up if you like this podcast. Tweet us some leave us some Instagram comments at Drone Dependence and subscribe for a good time.
It's been a rough week. Lots of changes. And,
we'll talk to y'all next week.
I've been doing nothing right now, so I love you guys. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking. And, it's just a face.
We'll talk to y'all next in the next one. Have a good one.
Cheers.
Peace.